Hello and welcome to TTV News, some latest events in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of April 15, the working delegation of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee, led by Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, has a meeting to exchange appearances in compensation and site clearance and developing the job placement process with Hậu Giang Provincial Party Standing Committee, accompanied by Mr. Nguyễn Thành Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee. Welcoming and working with the delegation, there were Mr. Nghiêm Xuân Thành, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of Hậu Giang Provincial Party Committee, Mr. Trần Văn Huyến, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, Mr. Đồng Văn Thanh, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People Committee.
Through this trend, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm expressed his impression of Hậu Giang's implementation of central directives and resolutions. It is a late established province, but its economic growth rate in recent years has been at double digits. This is the foundation for Hậu Giang to continue to break through in the coming time. He also said that the Ho Chi Minh City Mobile Expressway passing through the province with a length of about 26.3 kilometers is about to be deployed. The project affects many households in urban and rural areas. Therefore, the experience in propaganda, advocacy, and resettlement arrangements that Hậu Giang has made is the basis for TayNinhTV to apply and begin implementation in the province. Regarding the work of developing the job position project, Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm said that this is a big task associated with applying the new salary policy nationwide. Recently, TayNinhTV and Hậu Giang have both encountered difficulties in streamlining staff and arranging job positions for officers. Therefore, when Hậu Giang pioneers the implementation of software to evaluate staff through job statistics, it will be a solution to effectively implement the job placement project in the near future. In the coming time, leaders of Hậu Giang province will organize learning experiences in attracting investment and developing tourism in TayNinhTV province. Before that, the delegation of TayNinhTV Provincial Party Standing Committee visited the special National Historical Relic Site of the Trương Thiện Victory and Trúc Lâm Hậu Giang Monastery.
On the morning of April 16, Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary, Provincial Party Committee, head of Provincial National Assembly delegation, had a working group visited and congratulated amongst the parties and the Khmer people at Karong Pagoda, Tantan Commune, Tayninh City on the occasion of the traditional death of TayNinhTV. Speaking at the ceremony, Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary, Provincial Party Committee, head of Provincial National Assembly delegation, emphasized that in recent times the party, the state, have paid attention to the socio-economic development and taken care of the material and spiritual life for the ethnic minorities in the general and the Khmer people in particular. People are given favorable conditions to assess many policies on health, culture, and education also. At the same time, the Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee also recognized and praised the contributions of amongst the village elders and the reputable people who have actively propagated and mobilized the people to well comply with the policies and guidelines of the Provincial Party Committee, the party, and the state legal policies, and also actively participating in the local patriotic evaluation movements. And also on April 16, the delegation led by Mr. Nguyễn Thành Phong, Provincial Party Committee member, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, visited and wishes the traditional Cho Nam Thơ Mai New Year of Khmer and Tamil ethnic people in Trường Tây Commune, Hoa Thành Town. On behalf of the delegation, the Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Council, Nguyễn Thành Phong, sent greetings and best wishes to the Khmer and the Tamil ethnic people on the occasion of a joyful, happy, and peaceful New Year. At the same time, emphasizing the deep concern of the party, the state, and the authorities on levels for ethnic minorities, as well as recognizing the contributions of ethnic minorities in the overall development of the province. And the delegation led by Mr. Trần Minh Nay, Deputy Director of the Department of Home Affairs, visited and congratulated the dignitaries, the monks and Khmer ethnic people at Sakrak Bakauta, Ninh Commune, Châu Thành District, to celebrate the Charam Thamai of the dead. The Tayninh province delegation gave gifts to two prestigious people, Mr. Thonrep and Cinnamon of the Satrat Bagauta, along with many that gifts sent to the Khmer community in Bến Cừ Hamlet, Ninh Commune. And ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of April 16, the Evaluation and Reward Committee held a meeting to collect opinions from the Provincial Economic Cooperation Council on organizing a conference to summarize the province evaluation and reward work in 2023. Mr. Nguyễn Hữu Ngân, Deputy Director of the Department of Home Affairs, standing Vice Chairman of the Provincial Evaluation and Commendation Council, chaired the meeting. At the meeting, the members of Provincial Evaluation and Reward Committee commented on the organizational plan report summarizing the province evaluation and reward work in 2023 and clips introducing the typical examples and 4 presentations presented at the summary conference, the list of awards at the summary conference also, and at the same time, consult the Provincial Evaluation and Reward Council on proposal for state-level awards, recommend rewards for high-ranking units in evaluation block, unify the templates for wearing the TayNinhTV Province Evaluation Soldier badge, and many other contents also. And through the meeting, the relevant essays absorbed, recorded, and made reasonable adjustments to organize a conference summarizing the province evaluation and reward work in 2023 to bring the positive results.
Turn to other news. Ladies and gentlemen, the Construction Investment Project Management Board of the transport sector regularly checks the actual process of projects under construction compared to the plan and remove difficulties and obstacles during implementation to ensure projects of construction.
In 2024, the Transport Sector Project Management Board of TayNinhTV Province will be assigned to manage public investment in 10 projects, including 5 projects preparing for investment, 4 projects implementing investment as transitional projects, 1 project implementing compensation for site clearance. The allocated capital plan is more than 1,089 billion Vietnam dong, of which more than 170 billion Vietnam dong is central capital and nearly 919 billion Vietnam dong is local capital. By the end of March 2024, more than 101 billion Vietnam dong had been disbursed, reaching 9.34%. The estimated value of implementation by the end of April is more than 176 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 16.18% of the plan. TayNinhTV Province Transport Sector Project Management Board is always interested in closely coordinating with the locality in implementing projects, especially the compensation and site clearance work. Regularly assign staff from the Project Management Board to coordinate and support the Land Fund Development Center in investigating, counting, drafting compensation plans, and paying compensation. Strictly manage the construction process of projects, ensuring quality and progress.
And also on the morning of April the 16th, the survey team led by Mr. Nguyễn Trọng Tấn, Deputy Head of Department of Economics and Budgets, Provincial People's Council, conducted a field survey on a number of public investment projects in the area of Châu Thành, Bến Cừ District and Hòa Thành Town. On this occasion, the delegation visited the project to approach the Examination and Emergency Department of Châu Thành District Medical Center, the Cultural Sports and Broadcasting Center project, and 5,000 seat stadium, Tam Long Pumping Station projects, Châu Thành District, Nguyễn Huệ High School project in Bến Cừ District, and drainage project from the Nguyễn Văn Cừ Street to the National Highway 22B, several roads in Hòa Thành Town. The survey showed that the projects have been implemented on schedule, but there are still some difficulties in compensation and site clearance, and the Economic Budgets Committee of the Provincial People's Council requested the Department of Land and Investment to continue to direct the People's Committee of District Towns and investors to have drastic solutions to speed up the implementation of projects, and relevant departments and branches improve appraisal quality and promptly remove difficulties for investors when implementing the legal regulations on capital construction investment. And recently, the interdisciplinary inspection team number 3 on the food safety and hygiene of the Provincial Department of Industry and Trade launched an inspection of food safety assurance in TayNinhTV City. Accordingly, the delegation visited Lai business household, specializing in production of traditional case, cream case, and Lean Company Limited, specialized in providing food, and Thuận Winchell's business household distributes imported alcohol and beer. The interdisciplinary delegation inspected the legal documents and food safety conditions at the above 3 establishments, such as business register certificate number, certificates of facility meeting food safety conditions, and certificates of good health. And at the time of inspection, the above facilities provided relevant documents and no violations were detected. The delegation requests the facility to continue to maintain human conditions and to be fully equipped with protective equipment. And ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of April 16 in TayNinhTV City, the inauguration ceremony of TayNinhTV City Wastewater Treatment Plant Phase 1 took place. This is one of the province's key projects contributing to effective wastewater treatment and improving the living of TayNinhTV people in TayNinhTV City, contributing to reducing environmental pollution, improving the hygiene conditions, and improving the quality of life also. Attending the ceremony, there were Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Tiến, Deputy Chairman of the National Assembly's Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Anna Maria EOT, Director of the Development Cooperation Associates in Hanoi office, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary, Provincial Party Committee, Head of Provincial National Assembly Delegation, Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee. TayNinhTV City Wastewater Collection and Treatment System Project Phase 1 is invested by the City People's Committee, built on an area of 6.3 hectares, and the design capacity for Phase 1 is 5,000 cubic meters per day night, with a total investment of 4.7 million euro. Construction has been completed and is eligible for trial operation. And TayNinhTV City Wastewater Treatment Plant will collect and treat all wastewater from the household in wards 1, 2, 3, 4, and a part of 15 wards TayNinhTV City. And after being collected as the factory, the wastewater is processed through the stages to ensure it meets the Column A discharge standards and regulations according to Vietnamese standards before being discharged into the environment. And the project is invested by the People's Committee of TayNinhTV City, used from OTA loans from the Italian government and TayNinhTV province budgets.
The TayNinhTV City Wastewater Treatment Plant represents a great improvement for the local community and for the environment. The plant will effectively treat domestic wastewater in the city, contributing to mitigate environmental pollution, improving sanitation conditions, and enhancing the quality of life. These values lay at the base of the mission of the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation in Vietnam. In addition, the plant will also contribute to the reuse of precious water resources for agriculture and other purposes, promoting economic development in a sustainable manner. The project is also in line with the circular economy strategy that Vietnam is pursuing.
According to the leaders of the Provincial People's Committee, they chose the first step for the project to come into operation. Investors and construction contractors need to focus on resources and human resources to soon complete the remaining construction items to ensure the quality and the progress. I also request that the provincial authorities and the City People's Committee continue to pay attention to create the most favorable conditions for the contractor to complete the construction of the site contracts, and then Provincial People's Committee commits to continue to accompany and support the investors and construction contractors throughout the process of completing this project. TayNinhTV City Wastewater Treatment Plant marked as an important milestone in the partnership between Italy and Vietnam, and is a tangible result for the local community and environment. And at the same time, the project was selected as one of the initiatives presented by the Italian Development Cooperation Associates at the World Water Forum in Bali in May of 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, in about 1 month ahead, durian growers in the province will intern the harvest season to find outputs for products. Currently, functional branches and people are implementing many solutions, including promoting the issuance of planting area cards, aiming for export.
As the capital of durian growing in TayNinhTV, with an area of up to 1,500 hectares, currently many durian gardens of the people in Bào Đồn, Kham Goyo district have been rented planting area codes for export to the Chinese markets. Currently, the cooperative has built regrowing area codes. After being rented the codes, we manage input production and pesticide residues to improve product quality and meet standard for export. In Trumit Kham Yumchou district, there are currently more than 200 hectares of durian trees, of which many areas will be harvested this year. Of this, 27 hectares of 22 households have been rented planting area codes. If any durian garden is rented a growing area code, a source of consumption will be stable because by renting a growing area code, the origin will already be available and the purchasing units will collect it, ensuring purchase throughout the gardener's harvest process. By early 2024, the durian growing area in TayNinhTV province has exceeded 3,000 hectares, of which about 2,000 hectares are bearing roots, aiming at the goal of sustainable agricultural development. In recent times, the TayNinhTV Department of Agriculture and Rural Development has actively guided and supported farmers and agricultural cooperatives in building planting area codes. This solution not only helps farmers improve production efficiency, but also contributes to expanding consumption markets for local agricultural products. Currently, we have rented at least 2 processing and packaging facilities and dozens of codes to individuals and cooperatives growing durian and other fruit trees. In the coming time, on the one hand, we will continue to promote propaganda for people. On the other hand, creating favorable procedural conditions so that people can quickly get the growing area code and be recognized by partners. On the other hand, we will strengthen inspection to
việc
ensure
cấp mã
that
số dùng
those
trồng
who
cho
are
cây sầu
rented
riêng
codes
không chỉ
must
đáp ứng
comply
yêu cầu
with
truy
state
xuất nguồn
regulations
gốc
as
của
well as
các thị
those
trường
of
nhập khẩu,
partners.
mà còn góp phần
It can
nâng
be
cao
affirmed
nhận
that
thức của người dân
renting durian
hướng
growing
tới
area
nền
codes
nông nghiệp
not
minh
only
bạch,
meets
trách
the
nhiệm.
origin traceability requirements of import markets, but also contributes to raising people's awareness towards transparent and responsible agriculture.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.